Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. Manchester United planning to enter the race for Moises Caicedo. That's according to Florian Plettenberg. Chelsea are also linked with Moises Caicedo. Moises Caicedo currently plays for Brighton. He's been at Brighton since 2021. He's under contract with Brighton until 2025. He's only the age of 21. He's a midfielder. At one point, he had a loan spell with Beers, Chot, and before he was at Independiente del Valle. Now, I want to give you some news on Jeremy Frimpong. So, Man United are planning talks over Jeremy Frimpong transfer. Jeremy Frimpong is at Bayer Leverkusen. He's a right back. You know, if he was to come in, that would certainly provide competition for Diego Dalot. Obviously, Dalot is Manchester United's first choice right back. Jeremy Frimpong is under contract with Bayer Leverkusen until 2025. Bayer Leverkusen got him from Celtic for an undisclosed fee. When he officially signed for Bayer Leverkusen, he signed a 4.5-year deal. Frimpong, don't forget, one point was at Man City. He came up their academy. But Erik ten Hag is looking to get a right back. There's been a lot of players on Manchester United's agenda. Now, you know the news on Cody Gakpo. Not so long ago it said Manchester United reached an agreement in principle to sign Cody Gakpo from PSV in 2023. Cody Gakpo is Man United's #1 January target. At the moment he's worth around 25 million. I think PSV value him at around 40 million. So far, Cody Gakpo spent his entire playing career at PSV. He risen up their academy. He's been at PSV since 2007, so he's been with them over 15 years now. Made his first team debut in February 2018. So there's a good chance that Cody Gakpo will be Man United's first signing of the January transfer window. Man United have also been linked with Max Aarons from Norwich. Man United are eyeing a loan deal for Christian Pulisic to replace Cristiano Ronaldo. That's what sources had told ESPN. Christian Pulisic is also wanted by Arsenal and Newcastle. He's at Chelsea. He's been at Chelsea a few years. He's under contract with Chelsea until 2024. He's an attacking midfielder. He can also be deployed as a winger. Chelsea got Christian Pulisic from Borussia Dortmund in a transfer worth €70 million. That equates to just over 57 million in pounds sterling. And don't forget, Man United have done transfer business with Chelsea before. Because revert back to 2017, Man United got Matic from Chelsea in a deal worth around 40 million. And revert back to 2014, Man United got Juan Mata from Chelsea for around 37.1 million. We've obviously been linked with Jude Bellingham as well. A few weeks ago it said he was Man United's #1 target and he was expected to cost around 150 million euros. Liverpool have been heavily linked with him. Benjamin Sesko as well, he's been on our agenda. So there you go. The January transfer window will be Erik ten Hag's second transfer window as Man United manager. So far, he's enjoyed one transfer window and he's made 6 signings. He brought Terrell Malacia in, Christian Eriksen, Martinez, Casemiro, Anthony, Martin Dubravka. He's spent over 200 million so far as Erik ten Hag as Manchester United manager. Ten Hag has also let a lot of players go. The players that have left Man United this year, obviously, we sold James Garner to Everton. We let Andres Pereira go to Fulham. We let Cavani and Mata leave on free transfers. Pogba and Matic both left on free transfers. Pogba went back to Juventus and Matic went to Roma, so he's reuniting with Jose Mourinho. Or should I say, he's been reuniting with Jose Mourinho. Alex Tellez loaned him out to Sevilla. We loaned Eric Bailly out to Marseille. We loaned Dean Henderson out to Nottingham Forest. We let Lee Grant leave. We let Lingard leave on a free to Nottingham Forest. Ronaldo was recently sacked by Man United, don't forget. Like I updated you on Ronaldo yesterday, Ronaldo has been offered 1.2 million a week to play into his 40s in Saudi Arabia following his Man United exit. That would make Ronaldo the highest paid footballer in history. Don't forget Man United loaned Ethan Laird out to QPR, we loaned Hannibal Mejbra out to Birmingham and we loaned Amad Diallo Traore out to Sunderland. So there are a lot of the players that Man United have let go this year. And Ten Hag will be getting rid of players next year. Harry Maguire has been told he can leave Manchester United in January for the sake of his career. Harry Maguire's too inconsistent, plus he's not one of Man United's first choice centre-halves following the arrival of Lisandro Martinez. Revert back to before the World Cup. Obviously, Maguire was starting some games only because Varane's been unavailable for injury, but when Maguire didn't start when Varane's been unavailable, we decided to start Lindelof. Man United overpaid for Maguire, got him for 80 million from Leicester back in 2019. When Maguire officially signed for Man United, he signed a 6-year contract. Revert back to last season, the vast majority of Man United fans were demanding for the captaincy to be taken off Maguire. Erik ten Hag has decided to sell Fred. As you all know, I've got my strong reservations about Fred. He's had his good games at United. His best game this season by far was the 2-0 win against Tottenham. Fred is not one of Man United's first choice centre midfielders following the arrivals of Casemiro and Christian Eriksen, but despite that, Fred has still started games. He's played games alongside Casemiro. I do recall him playing alongside Christian Eriksen as well. Fred's in the final year of his deal. Man United got Fred from Shakhtar Donetsk in a deal worth 50 million. That was around 4 years ago now. Ten Hag, I think next year will get rid of Alex Tellez permanently. Like I've said, he's out on loan with Sevilla. He'll get rid of Eric Bailly permanently. He'll get rid of Brandon Williams. He don't get in the team, plus he's been injured. Last season was out on loan with Norwich. Brandon Williams is a young player. Tuanzebe will go as well because he's another one that don't get in the team. Squad player at United. Last season was out on loan with Villa. He's enjoyed like 3 loan spells with Aston Villa. Yeah, he'll get rid of Phil Jones. He'll get rid of Wan-Bissaka as well because, you know, he don't get in the team because Diego Dalot is Manchester United's first choice right back. I heard that Wan-Bissaka could be going back to Crystal Palace. I reckon he'll get rid of Dean Henderson permanently. He's out on loan with Forest at the moment, like I've mentioned, and he's supposedly doing well. But revert back to when Henderson was at Man United, you know, he didn't get nowhere near as many opportunities as he should have done. You know, he was behind De Gea, wasn't he? I think at one point, though, he did get given that number 1 jersey. He'll get rid of Tom Eaton as well. You know, he don't get in the team. Tom Eaton's third choice keeper with Man United getting Dubravka in on loan. Man United got Tom Eaton on a 3 transfer from Aston Villa. The time we brought him in as a backup to De Gea. I think Ten Hag could get rid of Anthony Martial next year. So, there you go. Like I've said, Man United do look a better team under Erik Ten Hag. I think he's doing a good job so far as Man United manager. You know, this is his first full season. He does need time. You know, Erik Ten Hag's expectations this season is to get Manchester United a top 4 finish. We're 5th at the moment, so we are in that top 4 race. If we could win a trophy, that would be even better. Erik Ten Hag, you know, replaced Rangnick earlier on this year. He's under contract with Man United till 2025 and he's Man United's 5th permanent manager since Ferguson. Earlier on this year, Ten Hag got named Premier League Manager of the Month. Don't forget Erik Ten Hag recommended Mitchell van der Gaag and Steve McLaren in. They've been working alongside Ten Hag. But let me put into the equation, you know, Ten Hag is inheriting players from other managerial eras. Revert back to when he was at Ajax, he did very well because he won Eredivisie titles, he won Dutch Cups, and revert back to 2019, he got Ajax to the Champions League semi-finals. And of course, you know, the news regarding, you know, the Glazers. Not so long ago, the Glazer family confirmed that Manchester United is up for sale. The club's valued at around 5 billion. He did initially say, though, the Glazers could demand up to 9 billion. You know, like I said, we've got to get the Glazers out of the club because they've been a massive issue at the club for such a long time. And for such a long time, United fans have been protesting against the Glazers. The Glazers have owned Man United for around 17 years. You know, Sir Jim Ratcliffe is the favourite to buy the club. He said not so long ago he will bid to buy Man United. Sir Jim Ratcliffe is a lifelong Man United fan. He's refusing to rule out buying the club, but earlier on this year, he ruled out buying Man United or Liverpool, and he said earlier on this year that the Glazers do not want to sell Man United. Sir Jim Ratcliffe is Britain's richest man. He's the chairman of Ineos. And not so long ago, there was reports coming out saying that Apple were interested in buying Manchester United in a 5.8 billion deal. Apple is the world's largest tech company, or it's claimed to be anyway. And then it came out saying that Apple have not planned to buy Man United. It was just speculation and reports. Ortega's apparently interested in buying Man United. Saudi Arabia wants its investors to own Manchester United and Liverpool. As you all know, Ed Woodward could be making a return to United. Ed Woodward could advise potential United buyers. Revert back to last year, Ed Woodward resigned. He was Man United's vice chairman for around 17 years. So yeah. So anyway guys, that's everything to update you with. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel if you do consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless. See you all again very soon.